Hi, everybody. I'm fairly certain that nobody says they want to be a mailman when they grow up, right? It's just something you kind of fall into when you pick film as a major at Temple University. I became a mailman in July of 2002 after I lost my prestigious job of running a family restaurant straight into the ground. And my brother was a postmaster, still is a postmaster, and he goes, look, he was getting tired of hearing me puke from my period of fun employment. So he's like, dude, I'm getting you a job. And he's like, also, when was the last time you showered? Now I'm gonna tell you guys something interesting. Nobody knows you better than your mailman. Not even your mother. There's a lot of interesting things you find out when you become a mailman. You kind of become a part of the fabric of a neighborhood. I knew everybody who was getting divorced, who was cheating on who. It was wonderful. I really liked it because I like gossip. So I was like, ooh, tell me. Also, you also come to find out that everybody's a pervert. And I especially found that out one day when I had to reach into my bag, and when I put my hand in, I wrapped my hand around a penis that was shipped in a Tyvek package, veins and all, very uncomfortable. And then the worst part was the customer came to the door too, so it was a very awkward exchange. Here's your penis. I'm sorry your husband sucks. No, but I spent years as a mailman. I had a really interesting and very scary experience. I was delivering mail in a town called Ardmore, Pennsylvania. It was my first full year as a mailman, and it was the middle of July. It was very hot, so I was wearing shorts, and I have nice legs, so I look good. That's all you need to know. But there's parts of Ardmore that few people understand that are kind of low income, a little rough. Nobody told me this, so it was a real surprise to me. And one day I was walking, doing my job, and I walked up onto this person's porch. And this guy goes, he looks at me, he's drinking, and he goes, "Don't come on my porch." And I was like, it's my job, dude. Like, what do you want me to do? And he goes, "You better get the F off of my porch." And I was like, now here's the thing, people. I like to fight. Like, I really do. I'm not gonna lie. I grew up in a blue-collar neighborhood. I fought my whole life. And then I thought about it. I was like, I'm not fighting over the mail. Like, it's stupid. I'm not doing that. So I started to back away, and the guy's like, "You've got 2 seconds to get off my porch." And I'm like, dude, I'm going. And I went to turn around, and he took a swing at me. And just by, like, the grace of God, I somehow, like, ducked. I was like, whoa. And he went down off the steps, and I just pulled out my mace and was like, shh. Like I was spray painting. So the cops come, his family comes out. It's a big to-do, you know? And they're like, "Do you want to press charges? And are you hurt?" And I'm like, "No, but I want a fair one. Like, can we, like, drop the bag and do this?" And the cop's like, "No, we can't. Lower American cops don't like street fighting." So, whatever. I went about my day, I finished my route, and that was it. And then I was like, all right, well, the chances of this ever happening or becoming a thing again are probably slim to none. So I put it in the back of my mind. So, like, 2 weeks later, I'm on this very, like, long street, and there's no trees, and it's just hot, and there's, like, they just put down new blacktop, and I like the smell of blacktop, but it's really hot, so I'm like, ugh, I just want to die. And then that same guy comes walking up the street. It's like 2 o'clock, he's got a brown bag, a 40 in a brown paper bag, so I was like, this dude knows how to party. I was like, I should slide him my phone number. So he keeps getting closer and closer to me, and I'm standing at the back of my truck, so I just turn around and I put my bag down. I'm like, all right, round 2, motherfucker. Let's do it. Like, I was ready. I was, like, cracking knuckles and, like, stretching. Like, he was, like, a half a mile away. I was like, I'm gonna knock this motherfucker out. I don't care. So then he comes up to me, and I'm like this. And look at me, I'm short. Like, okay, like, I'm scrappy do. I get it, all right? So he comes up to me, and he gets, like, this close. He's like, "Hey, man," and I was smoking a cigarette because nobody ever told me any better, and I didn't listen in school. Like, I still think smoking's cool. I don't care what you guys think. I look sexy. So he comes up to me, and he gets, like, this close to my face, So I like try to get taller and like puff my chest up. But at the time I was even skinnier than I am now. So I was like this, like, yeah, what's up, man? He's like, hey, can I bum a smoke? I was like, that's not what I was expecting. I was like, here's half the pack. So he takes the cigarettes and he walks away, and then I'd come to realize that that was not the guy that attacked me. It was his twin brother. All right, that's all I got. Thanks, guys.